Marisol Del Rey tasted her first breath on a guava gold Sunday, the 15th of December 1999, inside a weather-worn casita that rests between the emerald babaçu groves and blush pink dunes of Linquá Maranhenses on Brazil's north coast. Outside, tide birds stitched silver commas across a pastel dawn, while an old four coquillos rehearsed lazy arpeggios beside a kettle of cinnamon acai. Marisol's mother, a river shell jeweler who keeps tiny scarlet carnelian beads in every apron pocket, hummed lullabies about moon egrets carrying courage on wide wings. Her father, a dune surf instructor whose linen forever smells of palm resin and sugarcane juice, leaned near the newborn's ear and promised that real horizons never shrink a body. They simply open water for spirits bold enough to blaze. Generous curves sweep through the Del Rey bloodline like crimson streaks through sunset clouds. So nobody flinched when baby Marisol burst the cotton ties on her third baptism gown before Padre Raul reached the closing amen. Vovo Estrella calmly loosened every seam, slipped ruby satin wedges into each gap, then laughed that extra cloth cost centavos, while extra daring buys continents. From that moment, every bedtime blessing ended with the same refrain, glow so fierce the dunes remember. Primary school mornings tasted of warm casquilles de Milo and corridor whispers. Taller and fuller than every classmate, Marisoles eclipsed the wavering slab projector beam whenever Doña Clio invited her to trace ocean currents on a faded classroom map. One scorching recess, a boy teased that she blocked more sunlight than the Faro de Mandacaru lighthouse. At twilight, she ducked into her mother's bead shack, rescued cracked carnelian chips, buffed them bright, and stitched them like falling meteors along both sleeves of her navy cardigan. At the first bell next sunrise, fluorescent tubes scattered fire sparks across chalk dust clouds each time she lifted her hand. A traveling volunteer teacher captured 10 shaky seconds on an old flip phone, posted the clip to a fledgling video board, and before moonrise, 18,000 strangers applauded the girl who bent teasing into tidal light. Marisol wrote a single promise on a honey-smudged worksheet. Mirrors magnify while echoes dissolve. Teen weekends belonged to sunset craft stalls along the mangrove pier, midnight boomba moo boy drum circles, and dawn board sale patrols where scarlet ibises traced question marks over marsh turquoise lagoons. Store jeans pinched her hips, so Marisol traded kite wax lessons for wind-tattered sails, cut them into flowing palazzo pants, and posed against chalk white dunes while kites stitched accents in the sky. She launched an online diary titled Scarlet Solstice, captions swirling between Maranijo slang and crisp English confessions like hips carry half the sunrise. By her 17th Saljal, more than 70,000 loyal hearts double-tapped every amber dusk frame, proof that glowing rectangles hush cafeteria gossip faster than any counselor's pep talk. A scholarship ferried her south to Sao Paulo's Faculdade de Moda Santa Marcelina. Daylight melted inside draping studios. Nights belonged to a 24-hour Acaraya van parked beneath Viaduto do Chá. The van's flickering hibiscus neon became her steady key light. Between Dende orders, she filmed 90-second reels, twisting paper cones into hibiscus hair rosettes, while decoding dart rotation in half northeast lilt and half city snap. One loop, drumming steel ladles on cast iron skillets while speed hamming a velvet trench, sailed beyond 1 million plays in fewer than 48 hours. Vogue Brazil crowned her the Acaré Couturier, yet every sponsor letter froze at national size, 50. Marisol tucked each pitch into a folder labeled Patience like Tide Mist, and kept spooning vatapa. Fortune breezed in with the first jasmine perfume of 2023 when Balmain invited her to co-design a plus-range capsule named Dunis Rubras. Marisol answered with 3 sand-clear vows. Patterns must expand to 62-inch hips. Half the campaign crew must be public college graduates. 10% of every euro earned will fund Dune Film Labs for curvy teenagers across Brazil's northern shore. The house, agreed before dawn washed, Avenida Paulista in Rose Quartz. The campaign filmed at sunrise on an alabaster sand lagoon held between the rolling dunes. Marisol glided a scarlet satin trench across mirror water while drones hovered like patient plovers. Once images rippled across global feeds, every extended size coat vanished within 43 hours through 23 countries. Scarlet Salted sailed past the 500,000 follower tide line. Still perfumed with Dende steam and sea breeze, Marisol live-streamed gratitude from the Guadalquivir roof, while early buses hummed beneath cotton candy clouds. Spotlight, warmth lures rumor gulls. A diet podcaster claimed Marisol cinched iron corsets below linen between bites of coconut bragado. She answered from the crest of a glowing dune at sunset, sports bra and linen cargos. Belly rolls brushed with edible silver glitter. Fingers tapped a zabumba beat on driftwood before she laughed. Atlantic winds never apologize for width, and neither will I. 10 million viewers reposted under tag Silver Dune Truth, sprinkling their own curves with powdered sugar until gossip slid beneath the tide. Van wages intertwined with capsule royalties birthed Del Rey Dew. A whipped body butter swirling kapui ku seed oil, honey rum nectar, and mica sparks that glow emerald under foam flash. 15,000 jars spun inside her father's stoated boathouse, lids tied with recycled kite string bows and tags stamped "Nourish Your Horizon." Stock evaporated in 87 minutes, raising 176,000 euros written completely in words. 20% seated solstice looms, grants pairing industrial sewing machines with salt-proof cinema drones for plus-size youth in fishing hamlets from Canoa Quebrada to Cabo Frio. 8 months later, 35 fellows projected a moonrise fashion concerto onto sandstone cliffs, earning breakfast show applause on 3 continents. Paris Fashion Week forged legend. 10 minutes before Marisol's closing walk for Balmain Curve, a backstage steamer drenched her sapphire mesh gown, shrinking the waist by 7 inches. With 90 ticking seconds, she grabbed copper Carrier strainers from catering, flattened them into scalloped shields, pinned them across taut seams, and glided the runway, chiming like harbor bells. Vogue world christened the feat the Carrier Shield Miracle. Balmain reissued the gown with detachable bronze petals, praising her doom-still grace. Another 1 million admirers anchored on her profile before or after party guava fizz cooled. Drama surfaced again when a jaded stylist leaked clip emails alleging she demanded lobster, a Carrier, and chauffeur doom buggies for her rescue macaw. She posted the complete chain, rider listing refillable water urns, cassava bowls for crew, captioned rehearsal monitors for deaf pattern cutters, then routed that month affiliate revenue, 124,000 euros, into flood relief therapy circles for Marianne Howe seamstress cooperatives. Fans echoed her shore mantra, receipts eclipse rumor dust. By midsummer 2024, Scarlet Solstice pulses with more than 6 million Instagram voyagers, 3 1/5 million quick clip paddlers, and 1 3/5 million journal vlog pilgrims. Engagement hovers near 9%, softening brand spreadsheets. Cartier beckoned for Dawn Compass, a watch vignette filmed inside a quartz grotto glowing with teal fireflies beneath Fernando de Noronha's basalt arches. Marisol accepted once Cartier funded therapy stipends for laundry crews studying night design. They toasted with kupuaku soda. The final reel, her wrist shining beneath turquoise ripples, became Cartier's most saved post that season. Family keeps her keel shore. Twice each month, she strings 5s, father looping accordion toros, while mother threads ruby beads onto festival mantles. Marisol thrift flips denim jackets live. One broadcast peaked at 9 million views when a playful river dolphin nudged a kite string bow off the dock and disappeared beneath a swirl of heart emojis. A wildlife refuge now sponsors every stream, tagging rehabilitated dolphins with solar charms, funded by Del Rey Dew. Del Rey Dew's second-year revenue sailed beyond 11 million euros. Marisol leased a silent sugarcane press, cut skylights through palm-thatched rafters, and staffed jar lines with retired dune surf instructors and animation graduates. Each 10 still wears its kite string bow tie during midday for Vogue grooves. Efficiency auditors begged for shrink bands. She quoted Vogue Estrella, "Warm hands weave legends while machines only count jars, and bows endured." Mental health candor steadies her grit. She pairs cliff edge editorials with hospo mirror selfies captioned "Same Sea, Gentler Tide." Shares breathing tracks recorded in mangrove tunnels and CBT worksheets in Portuguese and English. A teletherapy partner now hosts sliding scale sessions. 93,000 users hail her honesty as first dawn. Community lantern sails glow each new moon. Glow Lagoon drifts invite fans to paddle bioluminescent bays wearing Del Rey dew on shoulders and LED hibiscus crowns. Ticket profits widen, solstice looms, and plant mangrove seedlings. Shore cafes report 15% revenue lifts on drift nights. Marisol guides every flotilla, lofi accordion riffs, drifting from waterproof speakers while she pauses mid-current to tighten Stranger Life Vest. Horizons keep stretching like nectarine sunrise bands. She is drafting a memoir titled Emerald Ballad for release next winter in 9 languages. A streaming titan wraps season 1 of a docuseries following her dream to convert retired Jangada hulls into solar sewing and media studios that sail the equatorial Atlantic from Belém to Belém. Puma prepares tie post sneakers. Wide toe boxes edged with reflective Acare shields. 10% of every pair will expand solstice looms from Paramaribo to Praia. If Marisol Del Rey's voyage from carnelian spark cups to Acare shield miracles filled your compass with bright wind, tap like, smash, subscribe, and share which ember glowed loudest. The silver dust driftwood riff, the dolphin bow splash, or the copper petal runway rescue. Scroll the description for Del Rey dewdrops, solstice loom grant portals, and tonight's strings and spice playlist. Remember, every curve can redirect dawn, every scar can cradle moonlight, and dune crown coast still cheer spirits bold enough to blaze brighter than rumor. Knot your kite string bow, lace those tie paw sneakers, and stride into the skyline whispers your name.